so pretty
Nice.
soon.
And you'll be leading that.
Right on
Yes.
schedule. Is this Kevin? Kevin, we're going to put you on the air because you are the next mailbag question. Hold on, buddy. All right, we've got one of our go-to team members on the air to help us answer a question in the mailbag. Again, the go-to team is a list of professionals in the industry that help us with specific questions in the mailbag or topics that relate to their piece of the industry. And today on the phone, we have Kevin Htain, who's our go-to team member in the staging area, and he's from Identity Home Staging. Kev, say hello to everybody.
Hello, how are you?
Awesome.
We're good.
Today, by the way, Scott's not here today. The other Kevin is here. So when I say Kevin, it could be you or Kevin.
I'll be quiet.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
I know.
We'll see.
You'll never be
minutes.
quiet. Mr. Htain, we have a question here from Fredrick, and it pertains to the staging industry. He wants to know who normally pays for the cost of staging a house, the listing agent, the owner, or someone else?
Oh, very good question. It is the responsibility of the homeowner, the seller that is selling the property, to actually invest in the services for home staging. Whether that is going to be a consultation or whether that's a full-blown staging services for vacant services. We do have a lot of realtors, clients, that they do pick up every single consultation at the minimum. It's a great gift. I think it's very affordable. Something you can do as far as keeping a client with you, offer services for a home stager. However, when it gets to more of the nitty-gritty, us actually getting the work done, we do say that it is best for the home sellers to pay for those services.
So a typical consultation is about how much? I know that all staging companies vary, but kind of give me an average of what we're talking about.
Those start around in the hundreds, and once again, it kind of depends on what the home stager is going to do. Are they going to be preparing a product, notes for you? Are they going to write down the consultation? Or are they just going to kind of go in there and kind of tell what they need to do to the client? Are they very DIY handy and just want to get straight to it? Obviously, there's a little time later on for them to prepare notes and get a product out. It's going to be a little bit more. But those are generally something starting, let's say, about $300 or more. Versus the vacant staging services, when we need to make furniture materialize and art needs to go up the walls and a little bit more complicated. That's when it gets into the thousands. Still, like we say, the investment in home staging services is always less than a price reduction. We have seen it happen every single time. We do know that for the vacant staging services.
And
that,
for the most part, Kevin, statistics show that a house that's been staged, even if it did have furniture in it before, but staged professionally, sells at a higher average price and sells faster. Is that correct?
Correct. 5 times faster is the average we have statistic. 29 days on the market as a staged product versus 145 days on the market unstaged. So that's 5 times exactly. And that's generally when we ask our clients to determine a staging budget. If they really want to know, is my staging budget going to work for me? What I always tell them to do is let's examine all the holding costs for your property for 5 months. Those are things like your current mortgage, your monthly maintenance, your utility costs. Let's look at those property taxes, and let's compare that to the staging budget. Now, if you find that the sum of the holding costs of your property is a lot higher than the staging budget, that's what we're looking for. We want to know that the staging budget is going to come in underneath those holding costs, that if you stage it, technically if you stage it correctly, it should sell. We should get a qualifying offer 5 times faster than if it wasn't sold. So let's say if it does sell within that month, you do get that offer. Then at that point, it's completely worth the investment. You're going to get a great return on your investment. That's exactly what the staging technique, what it should be providing you and your clients. This is what we love to see, and we've seen it many, many times.
So as far as the question was concerned, what you're saying is, for the most part, the seller of the home is responsible for the cost. But on what you've seen, some of the agents do is pick up the consultation, which is relative, a lot less than a couple $100, as kind of a way of adding to their professional resume for the clients. Now, have you ever seen anyone other than the seller or the agent pay for the staging?
Yes, I've had sometimes very generous parents helping out children. We also have foundations. Sometimes there are things that go around where there are some families that are in great need, and there are a couple of foundations that are out there. The International Association of Home Staging Professionals is one of them. They call it IHOST. And every year they do a program.
IHOP.
No, not IHOP. It's not IHOP. It's IHOP.
Great pancakes. Great pancakes.
Yes. We do pancakes and staging. But it's a great way because once a year they will pick a local project that's somewhere in the area they're in. We're worldwide, and they will stage that property. They're going to offer something better for the homeowners, or maybe it could be also a different foundation as well.
Awesome.
Something different that they can offer them that they wouldn't normally have.
Cool. Hey, Kevin, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We appreciate you being part of the go-to team. That's Kevin Htain of Identity Home Staging, our staging professional, helping us out with another mailbag question. You take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I love my go-to team. I love because there's no way I could, approach answering these questions without you guys. There's so many different areas to this crazy stuff.